Hi guys, we're back again, doing Dragon Age. We just, where we left off, we did the story mission, starter mission for the Dalish Elf Rogue. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know why I keep looking at the mic, I'll get used to it. So yeah, so we did the Dalish Elf Rogue story mission at the start, and we arrived at Ostagar where we left off. So let's get straight into it and do the Ostagar mission. Explore Ostagar. First place I need to go is get these plants and loot. Check everywhere for loot, guys. You know what I'm like. You never know what you might miss. And we need gold coins. We need to earn some more gold. That's a soldier. Alfred, let's push him. Beef bone gift, nice. We will be meeting one of our companions as well in this episode. Oh crap! I didn't see what that was. Ah, it was a keeper's ring. Okay. Yeah, just keeper's ring in that box. Not bad. I didn't mean to skip it so quick. Some more elf fruit. Smudges out in like 10 minutes. 30 moments. And now Shadow's doing it. I can't spin at 30 moments, man. I just started video it. I do apologise if you hear cat howls in the background. My cat Shadow has a habit of howling like he's dying, and it's kind of annoying and super loud, so I do honestly apologise. I will try and stop him doing it as best I can. And if you hear it clicking, I do apologise. My controller is very noisy.
Hey, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
I got the new Xbox the controllers thingy. Oh. Okay, so yeah. Let's talk to this guy.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere? Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now. Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Used to be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important. Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest. Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does. A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it. This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible. Go on, then. Good luck to you, then.
Okay, so I just had a update on where things are in the campsites. So this looks like King's tent. That must be Tairn Logain, yep. Duncan's here.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks. Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
No, I'm not.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
Probably.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre. Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Oh, poor doggy. Mavaris. We will learn more about the Mavaris soon.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
Okay.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
You will see her again later in the game, guys. She's, I think, yeah, she becomes kind of one of our companions at one point.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Templars, find out more about them as well later. You heard the guy about Tranquil earlier. This is a Tranquil.
Welcome, young man. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
Yeah, that guy was right, he's creepy.
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Catches at the boxing session.
It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous. Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware. It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
So they get rid of all their emotions and their willpower and all that, and they become docile, the best way to put it.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance? It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not. Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well. Goodbye.
Yeah, we will be using runes on our weapons later in the game, guys, don't worry.
So,
There's a
any
lot of
last
this game.
wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
You're a bit full of yourself.
Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Fair enough. I guess that's one of the recruits Duncan said about.
Finished.
I'm gonna loot everything and then talk to the blacksmith. Don't want to keep coming back to him multiple times. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming. I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds. Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Swish chased his tail.
It is over.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Aemon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human. Just that in some places, elves are not always permitted in the military. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? I would be lying if I said I wasn't. As a boy, my mother told us Darkspawn hunted down all children who misbehaved. It is a foolish superstition, I know, but I still shiver when I think of fighting them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
That's the second recruit. That's what Thompson.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
Yeah, might as well.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Oh. Okay, there's this one that I'm dreading. I have to word this, but answer this correctly to get something.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me? No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water. I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
That's disgusting. That's really disgusting. I could kill and take the key, but that's disgusting. That's all.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Okay.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Why he's burping. Oh, he's awesome.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Sorry, guys. Clawed the crap out of my computer table.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, Here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Yeah, I got the key. That's what I did. Listen, did it right this time. Okay. See whatever loot we can get, and then we will talk to the blacksmith and then carry the mission on. Health root, we definitely need health root. Make potions. Health potions. Okay. To recruit to a Duncan. We're not checked up here yet. Let's go check up here.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
That's interesting. Okay, let's carry on.
I'm done.
This is supposed to be Frankfurt's center.
Hidden loot anywhere? Size of a sword on my back.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Okay, she's praying. Level on this. Her boots. I'll equip some of this and sell the rest. Yeah, I think that's everything looted. So let's go talk to the blacksmith. Sell some stuff, probably buy some stuff, see where he's going.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our darkest hour. Watch over the valiant King Kaelin and guide him as he faces this terrible evil. Watch over Terran Loghain and give him the wisdom to bring us victory against the Scourge of Shadow. Watch over Ferelden, the homeland of Holy Andraste. Keep her people safe from the Darkspawn. Let us bow our heads and offer prayers to the Maker, that he might find us worthy.
Oh, sorry guys, I like to stop and listen to some stuff sometimes. I've got over there again in a minute, but we'll talk to the blacksmith first.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Excuse me? How dare you talk to me that way?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners. I'm just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Oh, I just remembered something that there is on here I need to get.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps? Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand. Let me know what you'd like.
Sell that down there. That lamp sword's better than the one I've got. Wait. Adds dexterity. Yeah, I'll keep that. Sell that. Let me double check that. Oh no, wait, it gives me dexterity. Keep that. Okay, so what we got? Smoker's trap. Acid flask. Yes. Yes. I know, just wasting a load of money, guys, but. got. I want them books out here. Dagger. Sword. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to keep a ring. Okay.
Hello again. Is there something? So long as you keep it quiet.
Stop that, and that, stop that. Take this coating. I don't use this coating and stuff. Firebomb, that'd be good. So I apply what I'm thinking, guys. I do apologise. Yeah, that's what I want. Right, let's go this way. I can't open that chest yet. That's the key. That's where I got the key for. I can't open it yet though. Let's go down here. Check out stuff down here.
The task is finished.
I'll look at them in a sec. Oops. No, that's 50. No one. See the chest room? No. No. And here's Alistair. Yeah, we have to come.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The grumpy one.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
So if you can hear noise in the background, guys, my cat's just been to the tray. And it smells. Exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
No, I'm not an mage.
Less being yelled at for me then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, the Dalish. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize. Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? I've only fought them once up close. And that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did? You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar. Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now. You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Thing is, in my Mass Effect playthrough, I'm being a Renegade, the bad guy. Because I don't really play Renegade in Mass Effect, so I thought it'd be a little switch for myself. So in this, I'm thinking of trying to be as nice as I can. Be a good guy, so we'll see how it goes. So let's go back to Duncan. I do apologise for all this chitty chatter talking bits in this game so far, guys, in this episode. We will be getting into fights very soon, don't worry. Just have to bear with it.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. For the joining itself, I'll explain more once you've returned. You weren't recruited out of charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful. Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek. Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
Okay. Finally some action. Yeah.
Without a doubt. Darkspawn are renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with. It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task. It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Let's get some action going, guys. To the Kokari Wilds. Kick some booty.
Hell, I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
There's some of my stats. Okay, let's get some fighting in this. Let's do it. There are these 2. Alistair is going to be one of our main companions. These 2 aren't. But I won't be stripping them naked until towards the end of this mission, don't worry. The worst thing I can do is run around naked. I will be. Oh, let's kill the wolves. Else we can sell them. Wow, there was a lot behind us as well. I didn't even realise. There's a lot of wolf pelts. Nice. Alright. There's a lot of side quests in this bit as well that we need to get done. So, let's, oh yeah, let's check the quests. Ostagar. The Hound, we need to find the flower. Hungry deserter, we've done that, we've got the key. We don't get the tainted blood and the graveyard cash. This is the one we just got. You found a corpse near the entrance to the Crow Wild. A letter on the corpse detailed a path through the wilds that should lead to the place where the deceased is meant to meet his father. Consult the note, a letter to Jorby for more information. Okay, don't need to do that. We got them two as well. DRC.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp. If you just bandage me up, I can get back myself.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Yeah, overcoming dangers is part of the test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Okay. Where we go? This way. Wait, let me check them out. Yeah, it's this way. This way. Oh, yeah, I can kill these last one. Let's trigger that.
I shall do it. I'll be back. Very well. You said it. Very well.
Die, Darkspawn, stop. Die.
I must maintain.
Eat your ass with swords. Oh, I just captured Darkspawn. Hoping at the end of this I get the animation of a kill. A certain kill. I'll point it out when we get there, guys. We've got 3 dark ones, spawn blood. I think. Let me just If not, we get more. There's a lot of darkspawn in these woods. Okay. Kill the darkspawn.
We must be victorious!
Dead yet?
Don't give us the advantage!
Just in time. You should heal over time. That's one blood. They're definitely all free now. Oh, we guys, I'll check my loot in a sec. Okay. Yeah, that's another quest. I'll level up in a sec. Let's level up. What should I give my level up? Strength, cunning, constitution. I know I can do another speech, but I need that right now. Oh wait. Yeah, screw it. Okay, so we've done that. Let's check out them. So yes, definitely apply that. Nope. Yes. Chainmail gloves on. Chainmail boots. That's free defense, so hell no. Keep that. Shield. Wood blockade. Cold resistance. Screw it, we'll put it on for now. Replace it when we find something better. Okay, got all that. There's some runes, guys. Got flame rune, novice flame rune, and a slow rune. Made darkspawn thing grew up. 7 blood. Wow. Got way too more than we need. Ostagar. Tainted blood. Yep. Found the 3 vials. Coil vials. Okay. Oh. Bugger. Didn't mean to press that. Oh well. The mission we got, the side mission, guys, is this trail here. There's one there. The next one should be up here on this hill. If I remember right. I say I try and do everything in the games that I play, so some might be very tedious and boring, but others are pretty decent.
What's that?
I think, yeah, we'll go this way and circle around. Wait, is there a next one on the map yet? No, yeah, so we'll go this way and circle around.
Darkspawn.
Chop some darkspawn. Oh, you're all lining up to me. Slice and dice. Kill the darkspawn. Malphite. Decent. Another potion. Place the one that I messed up with. Where did that big dog come? Did he come up? Oh, he must have came up. Okay. Get this plant that was around here. Elf root. Okay, so let's carry on going. We're doing well so far. Go that way or this way? I can't remember. Yeah, go straight down. Another trail sign. So much for knowing they're coming. Came out the ground. That's the plant we need for the dog. Look, right in the middle. That's the plant we need. Wildflowers. Again, guys, sorry if you can hear clattering. It's the controller. It's new, so it's a bit noisy. This way. Oh, more wolves. Let's go.
As you say.
Helps with inside. Oh, didn't get anything off the alpha. That sucks. There's a hidden chest up here. Some cool statues. Antivian statues, I think they are. So that's a great sword, some splinter gloves, and a letter. Okay, that's it. Farewell letter to John. Let's check our loot quickly. Yeah, sell some of them. Oh, this thing. Not bad. That moves, no. Okay. Yeah, it's a great sword. Yeah, great sword. Don't need that. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's get all this done. Okay, let's check them out. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. So we can double back up there. Around there, I think. Yeah, the double back up here. Make sure we cover everything. Fruit. Handy, make some potions.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
I like how he says it after you pass them. It's, I ain't meant to come the upside down. Oh well. Darkspawn battle. The reason why I don't like using Darkspawn, guys, is because it's one less dexterity. Sometimes the weapons are pretty decent, but the dexterity damage, like, it ruins your stats. So I get rid of them.
There, more of the fiends ahead! You say.
Darkspawn. go get them loot. This is where the trail leads as well, guys. More wolf pelts. That's good. Sell that stuff. And there's missionary gig Rigsby. This is a guy we were meant to meet, I think. Rigsby's last will and testament. Okay, so that's another quest.
Finish.
Scout boots, is that it, really? Rigsby's last will and testament. You found the last will and testament of someone named Rigsby on a body in the Kakari Wilds. Find the cache mentioned in the will and take it to Retta in Redcliffe. Oh, so we found, basically, when we killed the wolves, went up that hill, we found that loot. That was this. I did it too early. That's okay. For some reason, it's not saying I've triggered it. I don't know. I don't like it when things don't trigger properly. Wait, I'm done back in here, aren't I? Yeah. Right, I'll go down this way. Give me that loot. Gimme. I hate those stuff. There's no trial. Oh wait, I remember where the trial leads us now. It's all good, we've not been there yet. This loops us back round. Oh, bollocks. Yep, loops us back round, so that's the bridge. So we go down this way. Oh, saving. Oh, just forget to save. Go. Whoa! Great.
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap.
Really, I'll still find him. So we're back here a sec. Yeah, they treated empty. To get this marker that was here. There it is. Oh. Pouch of ashes. Legends. The ashes comes in handy in a second. Oh, something after that. So do these. Don't spawn staff. Some money. Yeah, that was the magician. What's that magician? It's kind of like a warlock, really. She's dark smoke. Okay. And the trail leads here. So the markers we've been finding for the trail guys leads to this tree stump here. So you open that and you get all this loot. Yeah. It's quite a lot of loot. It's quite worth it, to be honest. If you get them all nailed down properly. Almost on this bit. This might be a longer episode than previous one. Oh yeah, yeah, just remembered. Gotta go do them ashes. So we'll quickly check the quest. Ostagar, Wilds. So the ashes, you take up this hill, and there's like a pile of rocks. You put the ashes on the rock, and then you regret it. Sprinkle the ashes pile on stones, and then this happens. Demon!
Very well. As you say, shall be done.
No corner shall be taken. Right. If we must
Guys, chop him down. Demons and then drop the loot. Pile of ashes. Chanter's foot. They're better for mages than anything else. The reason why I chose a rogue for this playthrough, guys, is to unlock the chests. Only rogues can unlock chests, basically. And you get basically more loot if you can unlock chests. But rogue is also one of the harder characters to play as. Almost at the end of this mission. Kill this down. Already. Oh,
Still need to find those documents.
Let's check our loot quickly. No try it dagger. 4 attack on it. Hell yes. Okay. Yeah, it's mage only. So certain things only have certain characters they can use them on.
They're even here.
Okay, let's double check around here in case there's any loot or plants or anything. No. Always check. You never know what the developers have hidden in the games. Definitely. Okay, right, now before we do the next bit, this is where we strip we strip the characters that don't come with us. Sell the loot. Naked nurse! Get naked! It's gonna get a bit chilly, guys. There we go. This is the point where the mission ends for them too.
Well, well, what have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wonder? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
Might as well be nice. I said I'll be nice in this episode. So
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
That kind of makes sense than usual, seeing he's naked. I love Alistair. He has some witty comments, it's fun.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, David. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe? Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
You will see Flemeth again, and in another game as well, second game she's in. Okay, so before we talk to Duncan for the mission, we gotta go around and do the save the dog for one, and talk to the quartermaster to sell our gear.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Here, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could. A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Sweet. That was that one done. Oh, I can open that chest now.
I am done.
Health potion, lithium, intricate, spirit palm, flask, chalice, and oh sweet, there's quite a lot of loot in that chest. Nice. Alright, let me quickly check the loot as we always do. You never know what we might have found along the way. I'm quite checking stuff that I've already got, but yeah, we upgrade our strength. All that we can sell.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
Sell that, sell that, sell that. Does 11 damage. Oh yes, actually keep that for any, if we get anyone that does two-handed weapons. Sell that. What's that? It's only an 8, sell it. Sell the wild bow, keep the arrows and stuff. Get rid of darkspawn staff. Get rid of that one. Another helmet. I just remember, actually I just remember the outfit. Alistair. Okay, I always forget the companions. Okay, so let's check that. That's a 3, is it a 4? Even that. So mage on me. 120. Oh, Alistair's already geared up. Yeah, okay.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
Okay, so... oh, we can sell that shield. Sell that. Keep them too. Keep that. Sell that. Keep that too, what's better? 1.5 mental resistance. Sell that one. Acid. No, keep the acid flash. Sell the venom. Definitely. I don't use that stuff, guys. Some players do. I prefer not to. I don't really need them. We got firebomb recipe. Definitely extract recipe. So then we've already got 4 gold already, guys. That is pretty decent. Okay, so Yeah, I'm gonna buy the firebomb recipe. Yeah, what's things we got? How much does it cost? 99. No. Yeah, I'll do. That's all good. We got everything. Alright, let's go talk to Duncan and continue the mission. I've gone over an hour's plan, but with the editing it was short.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining. I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Let's do this. The training to be Grey Wardens, guys. Are you ready for this?
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I love it. I can't get over them seeing them in their underwear. Oh, it's because I took their loot, their armor off them to sell it.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Yeah. I'm already tainted, so technically this would kill me to drink more of it. But...
Maker's breath.
Oh, he died.
am sorry, David. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry.
He could have survived drinking the stuff.
But the joining is not yet complete.
Die either way. You might as well have risked it.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
The greater good.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
You just assume
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? Wow. Can't believe you killed such Jory.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the King. The King is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Level up. Right, now we can do some more skills. 16 dexterity. Yeah, that one. Oh, and 2 points. Yeah, with that one. Yeah, put that on. New sword. No. Just checking the loot as always, guys. That's it. Let's go. Dalis's helmet looks ridiculous.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You mean it won't be fighting in the battle?
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. Glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for. Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you. The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour. Of course, even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
The war commenced. Dun, dun, dun. Let's do this. This one. It's awesome cutscene, guys.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
A lot of famous last words in this game. Darkspawn Horde.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the
Yeah,
Tower of
that was
Ishal.
a sick ass cutscene. Let's go. I'll stop you.
How about you?
Flaming fireballs. Let's go.
Help me, they're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Let's go. Yeah, I'll strip these guys naked as well at some point. Not yet. Look at fire swords. Let's go. Fire swords. Stabby, stabby, stabby. We have a mage on our team. Let's give us fire swords. Very well.
I shall do it.
Watch out!
Oh, there's one there.
Let's have at it!
You say.
Good fire! Loot, yeah. Oh, that's some. There is loot here. Get all the loot. The loot. Loot out here as well. Yeah. There's a ring. There's some.
We must get to the top of the tower.
Yeah. We don't have a bow and arrow person yet, but we do get one, guys. So. I think that's all. Oh well, let's just level up in rounds. Let's level all that stuff. We'll need increase health. We'll need cunning, he's a warrior. Dexterity. Yeah, no help. Yeah, so we got shit. Let's go. Let's go. Kill the dog spawn! It's quite a long episode this one, guys, but we're gonna get this mission done. Kill them all!
If we must fight, let us do it quickly! Quickly to our fight!
They all died. Let's see how tough us. Sheath weapons. I think there was loot over here. I'm gonna double check. I need to put it in bodies out. Oh, I thought there was loot over there. Never mind. Enter the Tower of Ishal. Loot. Get the loot.
Finish.
Oh, that's a shield. Let's see if else needs that shield. Nope. Free physical resistance. Yeah. Keep that. Pull that up. People loot. Okay, let's keep going. Go through this stuff.
The Darkspawn have sensed us! I shall do it.
Oh, keep pushing. Get up, get up, get up, keep pushing. That's fine. Him knocking me down there, maybe. Missed the heal potion there.
Good finish.
Should have bought them health potions off the merchant. Oh, wait. Let me check something. This one. I don't have that. And oh, he does. The circle mage does. Okay.
Right.
Flasks. Extra potion. The craft. Oh, wrong.
Set me!
It is over. Shield. It's a lot of money. Let's carry on. Next floor.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Wouldn't you complain that you won't get it?
Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Let's do it. Light the signal. I really don't look at the animation. If not, we'll probably get something.
What now?
Right, so.
Shall be done. Very well.
No shards, nice. That would be good for traps. Legit, that's in case it dies. Boom, bitch.
As you say.
Yeah, go. Gunfire! I've got a lot more content coming to the channel, guys, don't worry. And I also have an upcoming new style content other than gaming coming onto my channel. It's going to take a little bit to get it all sorted and done, but it's worth the while, trust me, guys. It's going to be really good once I get it locked down and sorted. But I'm going to leave it as a surprise. I don't want you to know. I'm really excited for it though.
I shall very well. Shall be done. It is before. Shall be done. The task is finished.
Money I got now, that's all. 3 gold, nice. Okay, so it's all adding up.
Logain
Yeah,
better
guys.
be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Got bones. Got mace. Nice. No. Upstairs.
Very well. Very well.
Release the hounds!
It is over.
Oh, war paint for war found. Nice. Definitely get that. If we get a dog. I guess we do as soon as we get that. Die,
It is a fine thing we've done.
The Dalish runes. Not sure. A lot more health. That's what we need. We need health. Almost, I guess. Almost. Nice. Oh, I thought that. I didn't realise. Okay, so we'll put it into strength. Cunning, health. Oh, I need 18 dexterity. Oh, okay. Let's go back. Speech. Now. There we go. Yeah. On here. Which one was it? Was that one? Let's check it. It's assigned. Yeah, it is. Oh. Bollocks. I'll press B to go back and it didn't do. Oh wait, I need to put the health packs on. That's what it was. Sorry guys, I screwed up. Bear with me. I think it's through here. I think it's through here. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. That's
No, I cannot.
Oh. Oh well. But he's screwing up what he's doing.
I shall do
Looty, looty.
Finish.
I like my loot. Give me loot. Lots of loot. Top floor, here we go. Finally, we're finishing this mission. Guys, almost 2 hours going on this video. We'll edit it down now. I won't wait too long. There's bits in the edit out. Troll in the dungeon. That's a big ass ugly ogre.
Darkspawn.
Stop setting me on fire! Don't eat him! Get up, get up, get up. Get up! Come on! What are you doing? Stupid fool! Oh, mate. Oh. I wish I could. I wanted that animation, but no, I stabbed Edit time.
The beacon is over.
Harvard's Aegis? I can't sound so.
Here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's
Oh, what's that, guys? Let's double check the loot before we move on. Ooh, that's 510. Yeah, probably put that on. Yeah, put that. I know it's heavy armor, shouldn't really be wearing it, but the more armor the better. Let's make sure it's collected. Okay, so let's do it. Oh, yeah, Alistair's leveled up, I just noticed. Level up Alistair! Get 2 in that. 1 needs health. I will give him traps. Okay. Now let's go. The final cutscene of the battle, guys. Are you ready for this?
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Terror has just betrayed us all. What a...
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
How long are you, son of a gun? I will get my revenge. Oh, the king! No! At least he died awesomely. Crushed to death by Nolan. Kill him, Duncan! That's the animation I want to do on my own. That's actually the Dun dun dun.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
And we didn't die, but we are naked.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal. He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I do not mind. Take your time. We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you. What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however. She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you. Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. Are you sure you want me to describe it? I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why. If you are willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps. I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Okay, that's that done. Let's go talk to Flemeth. Who's Alistair?
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
All Grey Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now. Then we have to do something. I won't let their deaths be in vain. But I can't do anything on my own. Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
Me, I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution. I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. Of course, the treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Damn right we can. As long as there's some profit in it.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
understand.
And you wouldn't. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so? I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval. I may have answers. Ask. 'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes? Young, married, pregnant? Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not. From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here. What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly. It is a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing. I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way. The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us. You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated. I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
And then you get a substitute.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
Also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
Brutal.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
That was brutal. Let's check for any loot before we leave. Wrap up the video. Okay. Let's go. To lowering, we will be coming back to Ostagar, guys. There's a DLC where you return to Ostagar and see the aftermath of the war, the battle. Oh, straight into a fight. Dinner.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Well, poop. Hey, it's the dog. And he's let the dogs go right to me. Great.
There! More of the fiends ahead!
Go kick that.
Okay. Right. Next. I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Maybe it's meant to be. to name the dog. Yay! I'm gonna name him after my cat. Shadow. See if you can't get a cat in this. Shadow, the dog. Let's loot all these bodies. Well, you only had a health thing on it. Oh. Death root. Let me just double check something a sec. So he's got traps. I've got survival and poison making. Morrigan has health. Yeah. Oh, we need nice stealing. Right. Sweet. I do need to upgrade this survival one more, I think. Let's carry on. We're wrapping it up once we get to lowering, guys, and we'll carry on from lowering. Okay, don't know why I glitched out like that. Here we are, arriving in the town of Lowering. Oh, yeah.
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers!
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Dopey git.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that. Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse, then. Those are the rules.
Let's go, bitch.
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today. And just when we had things settled...
More enemies ahead!
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all. Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize. Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts. Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much. It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tern Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
Okay.
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
Oh, that's right, I forgot to talk to the Ash Warriors. My bad, guys.
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens. Well then, let me go! There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me. I'm not going down without a fight!
Okay.
Don't give them the advantage.
Oh. Didn't really have much on him, he was right. Okay, Dead Templar, Knight's Locket, and Knight's Note. This crumpled note is written by Sir Henrik, a Knight of Redcliffe. Okay. That's a quest. Okay, so guys, a shot over Lovren, as I say farewell. So as always, guys, recapping the episode. Today we did the Battle of Ostagar. It was quite a long one, but we got through it. Yeah, so we fought a load of Darkspawn, did the joining, and now we're Grey Wardens. We had to drink Darkspawn blood to become a Grey Warden. And then we did the battle, big massive cutscene of fighting with Darkspawn and Ogres. Me and Alistair and a few others climbed the tower fighting Darkspawn. Killed an ogre at the top to light the torch so Loghain could send his army. Turns out when we lit the torch, Loghain decided to leave the battle, and basically because he did that, Duncan, the Grey Warden that recruited us, and the king, Kaelin, both died to an ogre, and the battle was lost. And Loghain has now put a bounty on the Grey Wardens, saying that we were the ones that killed the king, and that he did everything he could when he didn't. So yeah, and then we travelled to Lovering. We met Morrigan and her mum, her mum's a witch of the wilds. Morrigan joined our team. We also got a dog, which is the dog we healed during the battle. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything on the recap of this episode. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I'll catch you in the next episode. Catch you on the flip side. Adios.